How much math do I need to know for this class? How many eggs should I cook for breakfast? Do you know when to use much and when to use many? You've probably already heard a lot of different quantifiers in English: each, every, much, many, any, some, and so on. But do you know how to use them? Do you know what each one means? Hi everyone, welcome to Learn English with Fatima. Last lesson, I talked about count and non-count nouns. If you missed it, I'll put the link in the description box below. Today, I'm going to build on that lesson and talk about quantifiers. A quantifier is an adjective or an adjective phrase that is not a number, but it still talks about how much or how many of something there is. You might wonder, what is the difference between a quantifier and a number? Well, numbers tell us something exact, like I have 6 apples, I have $4. Quantifiers tell us something inexact. I have a lot of rice. There is too much smoke in here. Quantifiers fall in 3 categories: those that we use with count nouns, those we use with non-count nouns, and those we can use with both. Here are some quantifiers that we use only with count nouns: several, many, a couple of, a number of, a few, several, neither, both. For example, there are a number of doctors in the audience. I have a few questions about the homework assignment. Here are some quantifiers that we only use with non-count nouns: a great deal of, much, a large amount of, a little, a bit of, a little bit or a little bit of. Can I have a bit of milk in my coffee? There was a great deal of excitement about the movie. Then we have quantifiers that we use with both count and non-count nouns: some, all of, a lot of, plenty of, most, enough, not any, no, more. We can also use some quantifiers that are more informal, like lots of, tons of, heaps of, loads of. For example, a lot of people like chocolate, but I prefer to eat some candy. When we use quantifiers in a sentence, they go before the noun they are talking about. Do you want to eat some food? I have plenty of chicken. Let's look at some more specific quantifiers. For example, some and any are often used together. They are used with both count and non-count nouns. Any is used only in negative form or in question form. So for example, we could say, do you want some rice? No, I don't want any rice. Do you have any juice? Yes, I have some on the table. Let's talk about each versus every. Both words refer to singular count nouns that are members of a group. When we use each or every, we mean all of the singular nouns in that particular group. For example, every person at the conference got a free smartphone. The word each emphasizes the individual or focuses on the individual and their differences. For example, each student created their own news article. When we use every, it focuses on the group and how every member of the group is similar. For example, every student did great on the project. Let's look at the words much and many that we saw examples of at the beginning of this lesson. A lot of people have trouble with these two. Much is used for non-count nouns, and many is used for count nouns. For example, how much time before you have to go? Or how many hours do you have before you go? Time is a non-count noun, so we use much, and hours is a count noun, so we use many. Let's look at a little versus little. These two are often confused. Use them carefully because there's a huge difference between little and a little as a quantifier. For example, if I said, I have little patience, it means not much, I'm getting annoyed. Or if I said, I have a little patience, it means I have some, you can continue, or I will continue waiting. Another common mistake is mixing up count and non-count noun quantifiers. There are a little bit of apples in the fridge. This is incorrect. A little bit of is a non-count noun quantifier. So for apples, which is a count noun, we would need to say something like a couple of. There are a couple of apples in the fridge. Or a few. There are a few apples in the fridge. Or here's another example. I need to buy a couple of wood for my project. We can't say a couple of with a non-count noun like would. Instead, we would need to say something like a little bit of, some, or a bit of. I need to buy a little bit of wood for my project. Do you see the difference? Hopefully, you now have a better grasp, a better understanding of quantifiers and how to use them with count and non-count nouns. Make sure to comment with any questions, or if you want to comment with an example sentence, I am happy to give you feedback. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to check out my other grammar and vocabulary videos on my channel. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye!